Hi everybody, it's Christy. Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. It's ATC night. I am here for a wonderful little event today. Well, it's not an event. It's just my event. But today we are doing Fraggle Rock. I'm trying to keep my voice down because my husband is sleeping, but I am so excited for this one. So when you come on, say hello. If you are new here, I am Christy. Please tell me how you found me, and please make sure that you tell me hello if you are live so that you can go into my drawing, because probably Saturday I'm going to do a drawing for everybody that came into any of my lives. You guys will go into a drawing and I'm doing a prize giveaway. I haven't really told you guys what all the prizes are, but it's going to be super fun. So hi Mom, hi Kendra, hello, it's Fraggle Rock night. So as you guys know, I'm dressed for the occasion. I have a little bit of happy mail to open up while we're waiting for some people to join, and then we will start doing our cards. And then I'm going to show off my little Fraggle Rock stuff that I got over the weekend. It was actually perfect. I went and got some Fraggle Rock stuff at the Puppetry of Arts when I was there this past weekend, for my birthday, and then we're doing Fraggle Rock this week, so it works. Hi Sue, how are you? Hi Robbie. Okay guys, so this came from Pen Pal Paper Crafts, and we did an exchange. I didn't give her one yet, but I had to claim this ATC card because where's my Sandra girl? Sandra and I were just talking about this movie or these characters and Pizza Hut. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So this is from Angel, and I did claim one of her cards, and these are they were so cute, and he was my favorite character. You guys, it is Spike from The Land Before Time. He was one of my favorites, and then Sarah. But of course, everybody loves Sarah, and those got claimed first. So there they are. Hi, Amy. How are you? So we traded. So that is my ATC from that one. That was the one that came in this week. And I have to send her one too. This one is from a different follower. She's probably not on here. So I'm also going to open. Linda Stewart sent me something. You guys know Linda. She always pops on here on Thursdays. She'll probably be popping in here any minute now. And I'm going to go ahead and open her mail, because she sent me something. She's so sweet, you guys. She's always sending me stuff. I still need to get something sent to her. I gotta watch my puppies. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm trying to keep my voice down a bit. Oh, she gave me some fun stuff for ATCs. Oh, she gave me, oh, that's so neat. I can make little Amazon boxes and little Amazon packages. Aren't they so cute? Oh my gosh, Linda, I love these. I know she's going to watch the replay anyway. Look at that. We can make like little packages from Amazon. Oh, I love that one. And I love that one. Look at that background. It's so cute. Hello, Crafting with the Southern Belle. I'm so sorry. I still don't remember your name. Hi, you going to come up here? You guys see my dog? He's going to craft with us tonight. He's so funny. And then I got a little Snoopy. And then all of the reindeers. These are so fun. Such a fun background. And of course, Rudolph. Oh my gosh, look. And you guys can actually cut them out individually. And hi, Miss Melissa. I know you're busy packing, girl. Congratulations on the house. Girl, I went through that not that long ago. Look, it's Yukon. Hi, Linda. I'm opening up your mail. Hi, Rhonda. Look, I'm opening up. It's Yukon Cornelius. With all this fun stuff, you can stack the image on the side, larger ones to create an ornament. Enjoy the Rudolphs and backgrounds. Enjoy Clipvine Snoopy on Halloween background. You glow-in-the-dark paint. You know what I have, Linda? Look what I have. I have glow-in-the-dark embossing powder. So I'm super excited to use this on some of our Halloween cards that we're going to do. Of course, I can't supply these for like everybody else, but it's something to invest in when you guys are looking into stuff. So that is so fun. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate it. Girl, I'm just gonna label the this so I know where it is. I am going to get organized this weekend. I know, right? Maybe I'll copy these too, and I'll try to see if we can include those in maybe our Christmas, like a Christmas ATC card of like the Amazon to, you know, the Amazon delivery things. My kids don't work for Amazon anymore. They used to. They said it was really hard. It was really hard. So it's, you know, when you guys put out waters and snacks and stuff like that, I know I used to do that. I'm still going to do it because they could really use that little oomph in the middle of the day. Hi, Gwen. Thank you so much for sharing that video with me. Glow in the Dark embossing ink. Sue, I actually got it from Sam's. She had like an online craft sale. This lady, I think the lady passed away and her family was giving away things or, you know, just going to throw it all away. So Sam went over there and she was getting truckloads and she did do sales. And so when I saw that, I was like, ooh, because I have been wanting to do some more. Hi, Marlene. I've been wanting to do some more embossing. So I have it out. I don't know if we're going to do any today. We'll see. If we do it, we'll do it at the end. So I don't know if my husband's awake probably, but I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit. Hi, Mariah. How are you? Are you excited about the move too? Melissa, you have to let me know your new address because I'm going to send out the next group in about a week. I'm going to send it out like this. You've already got the September. Oh, no, wait. I guess I'm not going to do it in a week. Wait a minute. What am I talking about? I already sent you guys your stuff. So the one for October, right? Yeah, the one for October. I need to know where to send that and when I should send it because I don't want to send it right away if you're forwarding address and stuff. So just let me know. Okay, so I forgot to show you guys the card last week that I had made with that little window. Hi, sweet Tony. And Marlene, I am praying for you. I'm hoping that your brace comes off soon. Yes, I do. And I was like getting teary-eyed watching that. That is so cool. So Gwen sent me a sweet video of somebody that she knows, a family member that had like a one-on-one time with Jodie Benson, who plays the voice of Ariel. And she's also a singer, and they met up and they went on a ride together and they got to kind of like talk with each other. And what a fun experience. I would die. You guys, I would die. By the way, my wacky, crazy, lovey hair is from my loving daughter. Won't be until October 6th when we get the keys. Okay, awesome. So I will not mail your package until like the 10th. That way you get it. Well, we'll just talk about it later, but I'll figure it out because I don't want to mail it too soon because I don't want you to not get it. But yes, I will get your updated address. So you guys, this was the window card that I made with just some stickers from Dollar General and some colored paper. And we did that little window. And it's like a little summerine Halloween type card. I love the way it came out. And this was so quick and easy to do. So this week there are only 5 Fraggles. So we are only doing 5 cards. It is a little bit of a smaller one. But I tried to kind of include some fun elements. And I had some more ideas, which is some of you that have the kit knows I said to grab some yarn or some other things. 3 more weeks, Marlene. Okay. It's going to go by fast, I promise. Just in time for Halloween, too, right? Yes, aren't they so cute? Okay, so you guys, this is week 4. It should be your last envelope in this pack. And I know some of you already gotten your new pack, so that's good. So we're only doing 5. My dog is... I'm going to just... Y'all can watch him, how funny he is. He's going to be hanging out in the background. So... Okay, so you guys, we are going to play with some of this fur, with some of this hair. I know it was a really cheesy way to put it, but I did get better bags. So you guys, I'm starting to get better at this. Now, I did include a few fun elements. I did include brads with this one, which I forgot I did give you brads with this one, but that's okay. I included some different flowers, and I kind of sorted the Fraggles how I would portray them but I wanted to just kind of show you, or no, I didn't. I guess I didn't with this pack, but I do have some floral backgrounds and some colors. I did give you a map. Now, if you guys are fans of the show, or if you know the show, hi, Shauna. You know that Traveling Matt is always traveling outer space, which is basically Earth, Earth above ground, not Fraggle Rock. So he's always sending postcards to Doc's office or workshop. And Gobo, it's addressed to Gobo, and they always throw it away. And Gobo goes and grabs the little postcards, and it talks about outer space. So basically he travels everywhere, and that's why I put a little map in here. So that was the one I was going to say to use for Gobo. And then there's just like some green. I try to use some earthy colors too. So I did get these prints off a artist online. It was just on Google. I did not steal anything. There was no watermarks, and we're not selling these. So I just want to make that disclosure, because there seems to be some chit chat about that. And we'll get more into that too, because I think I personally am not gonna, if I do anything and give you guys a kit with stuff, it's gonna be stuff that I purchased and that I don't like steal. Trademark stuff is a little weird, but if you find something on Pinterest or Google and it's there, if somebody scanned it and put it on the internet, as long as you're not selling anything, it's fine. Tony, it's okay. It's raining there. We don't have rain until like Saturday or Sunday here. It's kind of funny. So anyway, I dressed for the occasion, and I want to tell you a little something about the shirt. And, oh shoot, I'm going to go get something. But let me tell you a little bit about this shirt. So when I was a kid, Fraggle Rock was my favorite. And to this day, I always say that Red Fraggle is my spirit animal, because we all have spirit animals, at least if you guys have heard that term. So when I heard that one of the original puppeteers from the 80s show, Steve Whitmire, he actually did Kermit, Bean Bunny, Rizzo the Rat. He's done a lot of characters. And he did Sprocket and Wembley. When I heard that he was coming into Florida for like one of the Comic-Cons, I had just started dating Robert, and we were probably in about 6 to 8 months. And I was like, hey, do you want to come to a con with me? Because I had only gone to maybe 2 in my life, but they were super fun. Because you get to, hi, Paul. Hi, Linda. Because you get to meet like the voice actors and artists and everything that's involved with like the stuff that you love. If you guys don't know what a con is, that's basically what it is. So when I heard that they were coming, Robert and I took like our first trip down to Fort Lauderdale. And we got to meet Steve Whitmire. Now, obviously, a lot of people that go to the cons, they dress in all these kind of cosplays and stuff like that. But me, I was a silly creature, because that's what the Fraggles call like humans. They call them silly creatures. So I had this idea when I found this shirt. I put, this is actually like a patch, and it's kind of wearing out, but it is hand sewn on here. It says, hello, my name is Silly Creature. And Steve got a real kick out of it. So I forgot something, and I'm going to go get it. So hold on, wait. It's a little dusty. Sorry, guys. It's a little dusty. So this is the picture that I did the photo up with him. So this is Steve Whitmire. And, you know, we all have our unspoken heroes, right? And he's one of mine, because I loved Wembley. Wembley was my favorite. So, and there's Kermit. Hey, hi, Sam. I was just talking about you. I might use some of the embossing stuff that I got from your sale tonight. We'll see. So anyway, I just wanted to share this photo because he actually did Kermit for many, many years. He was actually, and I just actually learned a little bit more about him since we went to the museum and we read up on him a little bit more. He actually was the one that the Henson family chose to take over Kermit when Jim Henson died. So, it was probably a really big honor, and he did it for many, many years. And there's lots of stories on the internet on why he doesn't do it anymore, but you know, obviously we have to always pass down whatever we start, right? So I wanted to show you guys this, and the actual Fraggle that's in that picture is up here. Because you guys know I have to have my Fraggles back here. I'll talk about that. And then we'll start crafting, because I know that's what you guys are here for. I got him at a flea market for $1 many years ago. And I actually took some ostrich hair. They used to sell it at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they have this particular kind anymore. But I actually sewn new hair on him. So this is the Fraggles and the Henson shop actually use ostrich, and Big Bird too, ostrich hair, like feathers, to make the Fraggles hair. So that's why it's not something you see all the time. So it's not just like a boa. Now, some of the hair that I have in here is yarn, and it's the closest we can get to making the cards. So I'm going to show you more of my Fraggles, but let's go ahead and get started. So you sit up there, Wembley. If you guys have been following me for a while, you may recognize Boober up here. This is my second Fraggle Rock craft on my life, and I'm happy about it. Okay, so I think we're going to do Mr. Wembley first, because we just spoke about him. So if you guys have hot glue or tacky glue, that might come in handy for some of the fur that we're going to use. And then I was going to use a little bit of, this is at the Dollar Tree. This is like a foiling. So we can do that. I have some stickles. Of course, we used those before. This one I did get at Joann's. But if you look at the colors, and if you saw that show, this so reminds me of the trash heap. So we have to just include it in one of the cards today. So we're going to get started. So if you guys are crafting with me, let me know. I know that some of you can't always do it every week, and that is absolutely fine. The kit is there for a rainy day. You guys can just keep it in like a little small container or envelope or box. You know, back to school, they're having all these like sales and clearances on, you know, supplies, including storage things. And I actually got a nice little bucket yesterday for $2. So if you didn't get the one that shuts, you could always do that. I love that you have all the Fraggles. I even have a doozer. I absolutely love it. So while I'm cutting Mr. Wembley out, and I'm sorry I didn't do this ahead of time, but you guys are crafting with me. That's okay. My Wembley's a little ripped. I ripped this one. You are, Sue? I ripped this one a little bit, so I didn't want to give it to anybody. I was like, I'll just get that one, because I wasn't going to print off another whole sheet of Fraggles. And my fan is on because it's like 100 degrees outside. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Okay. So I am just kind of fussy cutting Mr. Wembley off. Now I am going to use the little mushroom that I gave you guys for him, because he has like these earthy tones in his jacket. So I am just using that, and I'm just going to kind of put that in there as well. So, and if you guys have suggestions or requests on what to do for ATCs, we can do a mix of things. We don't have to just do one theme for 1 week. I want you guys to give me some feedback on that as well. So, and that's open to anybody. So, all right, so we're going to cut out Mr. Wembley here. And I forgot to grab my double-sided tape, but you guys can just use glue, whatever you wanted. Okay. And then I did stamp these out. Some of you might be a little bit different, but I stamped these out on already backgrounds, because if you cut out this particular like mushroom, it's already going to have some color on the back end, and then you can just go in with like a marker or colored pencil and just put some details in there. And that's with any stamp. You don't necessarily, if you don't have a kit, obviously that's fine. You could do this however you wanted, but that's why I kind of put it on that. God, I swear I'm allergic to you guys. Every time I come on anymore, I'm starting to get like a runny nose. I don't know what it is. Hopefully I'm not allergic to my craft room. Don't tell my husband. He'll be like, oh, you're allergic to your stuff. We got to get rid of it all. Oh my gosh. So how was you guys this week? I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. And, you know, it's like we always say we need a vacation after our vacation. It really feels that way. Like all the time. Okay. Now this is what I was thinking with Wembley. I'm going to probably come in here. I have a green marker here. You can use whatever you have. But I'm going to go ahead and ooh, this is very dark. Very, very dark. I'm going to come in very lightly. This is mainly for like inking stamps, but I just wanted to try it. I don't love it, but it's okay. I'm going to kind of color in my dots over here. Coloring my little mushroom head here. So if you see what I did there, it almost looks like if we put this against white now, see how it looks like it's already two colors? I kept busy making Christmas cards. Oh my gosh, you're already on Christmas. My goodness. I guess it's going to be that time before we know it, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hide my flowers because they want to blow away. I'm going to go ahead and put Wembley on here, just kind of by his like little mushroom. I think I'm going to have him popping out. So let me get my tape. I'm losing my Fraggle hair, you guys. Okay. So this is going to work out really well, and I'll show you why here in a second. Actually, before we tape him down, let me show you why. I recently got some yarn at bottom of the bin, and if you look at this yarn, it looks exactly like a Fraggle tail would look. It looks exactly like a Fraggle tail. So if you happen to have some yarn that's color, I didn't get this until after I sent the kits. It's thunder and raining there. Mom, it's not going to rain here until like, I think Robert said Sunday. I don't remember. I'm going to cut just a little tiny piece of yarn, and that's even too much. And I'm going to glue it like a little 3D tail. So you could use this type of glue. You could use your tacky glue. I think I'm going to use my tacky glue. And what I'm doing is opening this. I always have trouble. with this. I think that's not going to go in there. Please hold. There we go. All right. Board fabric tack, whatever you have. It's going to be a little thick, but that's okay. And I'm putting just a little bit of glue on his tail. Now, you can do the same thing with his hair, too, if you wanted to. I would love to see somebody do it like that. I think that would be super cute. All right, so I'm going to just kind of lay it down where I put my glue, and then I'm going to trim it. Because you only need a tiny, tiny little piece. Even that's too much. Oh, and then it sticks to you. But you guys get the picture. I'm going to lower this fan because otherwise this is going to drive me crazy. Okay. So there's our little Fraggle tail. Isn't this cute? My internet is acting up, so I'll watch the replay. Okay, Tony. No problem, hon. Okay. I know what you mean. Everybody's internet's been acting funny lately too. I think it's because a lot of the internet companies, they're trying to keep up with the public, and they're having to keep, that's what my husband's doing right now, is special projects to, you know, change out the system so it can act more properly. So hopefully it's coming in your area. All right. So I'm just going to make him pop out of here. And I'm just going to stick him in front of my mushroom. Okay. Now you can go ahead and put some little other mushrooms around. I might just put, or you could even put another little piece of like Fraggle hair at the top. I think I might do that. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to put a piece of washi tape down the side. This is like a burlap looking one. Hey, Brenda, how are you? We're doing Fraggle Rock ATC cards. Girl, this stuff is so fun. We've been doing all of like my favorite. I didn't have brothers or sisters growing up. I was an only child. So all I had were my shows. So in honor of my birthday month, we're doing all my favorite shows, and we're in the last week. Do you remember Fraggle Rock, Brenda? It's been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for joining. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put that hair up there, just so it kind of brings out his hair up here. You don't even need a whole lot. It's just enough to stick it. Okay. And you guys, I know, you know, it's funny. Everybody that is crafting with me, when you put your little cards in the chat, I get jealous. Like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Like, you guys do amazing. Yes, you did. I still have my original red Fraggle from the 80s. You ready to see her? She's in some bad shape. But Hasbro, Bradley and Company, something like that. I don't think the year is on her. Oh, 1985. She is, what is that? 40 years old. She's 40 years old. It's my original. She's looking a little rough. She's a little dirty, but she was very well loved. You can ask my mother. If my mother's on here, she's going to make a comment. I guarantee it. That is probably one of my prized possessions of my life. Right there. In fact, we were moving from Pennsylvania in a very big hurry. Different, you know, crazy circumstances. But anyways, the one thing that I was not leaving with, and we were just like in a little family of 5, little 16 by 20 trailer and a car with 3 kids. And I was pregnant at the time. And I would not leave without that Fraggle. It was amazing. Like, I really, really liked it. Okay. So there's that one. So let me see. Who are we going to do next? I'm going to wait and do Gobo at the end. Let's do Moki. So I wanted to do something fun with Moki. I'm trying to put their little backgrounds. So this is how I'm doing it, but you guys do not have to do it this way. Red is going to have the very colorful background because she's we get our inspiration from you first. Oh, thank you, Gwen. She's a very bright and colorful person. So I gave her like the bright background. I gave Boober the background that kind of matches him, but I have a fun idea with him. If you guys watch the show, you'll know. And then obviously the map for Gobo, and then Moki. Moki is very earthy. Even in the new series, this is the only character they changed. All the other characters stayed the same, which thank you, Jim Henson Company, because I don't like change when you mess with my characters. But they did make Moki a little bit different. Her hair's a little bit different in the new series, and she's very like, you know, namaste, and you know, I think that kind of helps with like even kids or even young adults watching the show with like their anxiety, because Moki was always very calming and, you know, very kind, and just she had that personality. So that's why I put her with like this nice blue calming background. And I think we're going to put our flowers with her. So that's what we're going to do with her. And then I'm trying to think, where are we going to put our trash heap? But the trash heap was the know-it-all. Like, the Fraggles would go for advice and things. They'd have to go through the gorgs and all of that. And you guys, I had so much fun seeing all of these, like, costumes and these actual puppets that were used in the series that I watched for many, many years as a kid and waited around for the show to start. I would dance around. Yeah, my mom's probably going to tell that story, so I might as well just tell it. So when I was a kid, I loved red so much. I used to blow up red balloons. You guys can probably picture this. I used to blow up these red balloons, very small, like my head, like my hair right now today. And I used to tape them on a headband, and I used to dance around the house. And I'm pretty sure my mom's got pictures somewhere, but she's not going to post those. Right, Mom? I have to have a little professionalism and dignity. Okay, Moki is now going on our card, and I'm going to put some flowers around her. I think I'm going to put the trash heap around Booper. And then we're going to do something fun with red. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put my flowers on here. So now I'm going to use my favorite glue. Hi, Gloria. How are you? Gloria, do you remember Fraggle Rock? We're doing Fraggle Rock cards tonight. Gloria, were you on my live? I was just there at the Puppetry of Art Center in Atlanta. And my husband got me this beautiful book, and it's all Fraggle Rock stuff. And I'm just amazed. I looked at it in the store, but I haven't opened my own copy yet. I'm almost like scared to open it. But I did find out this is on sale on Amazon, but don't tell my husband. That would be bad. Okay. Whoops. You gotta keep her down there. All right. So I think I'm going to put some of these pearly, this is like the pop dot things. You could use puffy paint too. It's basically the same thing. Although some professionals would tell you different, but I'm just trying to tell you what you guys can already use. So we're going to definitely put a little bit of this in there. I think I need to test it first. Oh, duh. I have to take this part out first. Please hold. I should have had that ready, but I was running a little behind today. Okay, so we got that on there. Let me get my hands. You guys, do you see the sleeping angel? Look at that boy. He's literally sleeping on some of my paper. He's literally sleeping on some. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, you guys. I think what I'm going to do with this one is, because I want to make it a little different. Let me throw away my trash over here. I had this little strip of like fabric. You guys could use like just a little scrap and glue it onto. I'm going to give her just a little bit of this background, and I'm going to do it kind of at an angle. Because she is holding like a daisy. What looks to be a daisy. So I'm going to bring out just a little bit more color in this. So I'm going to use my glue. And I'm actually just going to go straight on. I don't even have a protector here, you guys. Hold on. I gotta watch my time too, because I gotta get my husband up. All right, I'm going to go. Here we go. Behave. I'm going to go right onto my fabric. And this glue is running low. I think this is the glue I had trouble with the other day. It probably is. It's almost gone, you guys, so that's why it's not working. Hold on. When the beginning of the song came on, you would scream and run in front of the TV, so I'd have to move you back a few feet. Well, there it is, folks. You heard it here first, straight from my mom. Where did my thing go? Oh, there it is. Straight from my mom. You've heard it here, folks. All right. Well, gee, that's not embarrassing or anything. That's how passionate I was. Listen, you guys, I didn't have any other siblings. I was just me, myself, and the TV. All right, so that's just going to add a little something. And I'm going to put her more up because I'm going to put her flowers down here. And I think I'm going to do these flowers with the tacky or the hot glue. I think I'm going to try the hot glue with this one. All right, so I'm just going to lay her flat because she doesn't need to be all 3D and stuff. Okay. So I did include some little flat flowers if you have the kit. And if you don't have the kit, if you don't have the kit, you can use anything. Stickers would work. And I also have these little flowers that are kind of 3D. So when you're going to use the 3D things, you have to make sure that you're putting extra postage or taking it into the postal office if you are mailing those out. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple flowers down here, kind of sporadic. And usually it dries within a couple minutes and it's not going to go anywhere. I wish there were cell phones back then. Well, you did have a regular camera, Mom. I'm pretty sure you used that. And we did have a camcorder. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of push those down. She is so cute, you guys. See how simple these are? This is such a very low skill. I'm trying to do low skills, but I'm also trying to teach you guys that you could do different techniques. So, okay, oh boy, we're at almost quarter till and we only got 2 done. All right, I don't like the way that is looking, but it doesn't help that my hands are sticky. But so there's Miss Moki. Look at how cute she is. Hi, Kim. How are you? Okay, so we got Moki and we got Wembley done. So now we're gonna do Booper. We're gonna do Booper. So I had 2 ideas for Booper, and you can take them or leave them. It's okay. Not until you were 5, maybe. Oh. Yeah, but 1985, I was already 3, and the show was on for quite a few seasons. Robbie, are you having fun watching this, dear? I know it's very different. Do you know how much I strived to not be different when I was younger? And now the older I get, you guys, the more different I love being, if that makes sense. Because, I don't know. Life is crazy and I don't know. I don't like to be the same. Although I do like to go for the trendy stuff, but I don't know. I just like my individuality. Even though I was just running from it for years. Just as I was running away from my curly hair. And now I'm not caring about my curly hair. Like, I'll deal with it. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to use this flaky stuff. And I'm going to use, you guys can use this one. I'm going to use this one because it reminds me so much of the trash heap. And I'm going to kind of use just a little bit of this glue on my finger. I'm not even going to like go crazy with it. So this stuff goes a long way. As a matter of fact, what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the fan, and I am going to get a piece of just kind of scrap paper here. You can use, these are good to use. Hi, Sarah. How are you? We're making Fraggle Rock cards today. I'm doing all 5 Fraggles, and I got Fraggles behind me everywhere. Hi, Melanie. How are you, sweet Melanie? I'm so sorry I haven't caught any of my friends on live. I have barely been able to be live myself. And the only reason why I'm live tonight is because it's ATC night, and I have to do this. You guys, I just realized we're not even really putting them on playing cards, but it's okay if you don't. I'll put them on later. All right. So this stuff goes a long way. And I'm going to put it on. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Make sure you guys can see. We're going to put this down here. Hi, sweet boy. So I'm going to just take a little bit of glue on my finger. You could use a glue stick if you want to. It needs a little bit more of a stronger hold. That glue dries fast, y'all. You could even use like having a hard time with that. You could use a paintbrush too, if you wanted. You can do Mod Podge, whatever you wanted. I don't know why my glue's not coming out. Like, I feel like this happens on every live, and I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, Shonda. You love my hair? My daughter did my hair. I told her, because she did her hair the same way, and I was like, I need my hair done like that for my live tonight, because we're doing Fraggles. I haven't been live in like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, I thought that I was just not getting notifications for you anymore, and I was getting sad. But I did see that you stocked up the store. Good for you, girl. All right, you know what? I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. Hold on. We're going to use Mod Podge. So because this is probably what most of you have. Okay. So we're going to put a little bit of, not a lot, just a little, not this much. And I'm just going to kind of make a little, she's a trash heap. So I'm going to make like a little mountain kind of behind him. And I just realized you probably don't see what I'm doing. So I forgot to put that white stuff on Moki too. You guys, I'm just chit-chatting. All right. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit, if you guys can see in the light what I did. Okay. Crafted for you. Miss your face too. Yes, we all miss her face. We miss your face so much. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly pull out a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of flake it on there. These are like flakes. And it does get a little messy. But the end result's really cool, in my opinion. We've made things with this before. And you can put as much layer on as you want. I'm going to add a little bit of the gold on top. But you see what I mean when you pull, and you can even pull some of it out. You could use your little tool. The tool that Christy doesn't have because I'm not prepared. You can even use one of these and just kind of tap it in there if you don't want to get it on your fingers. And then it just kind of makes like this foil look. I feel like she needs to be a little bit bigger because the trash heap was kind of a big girl. I think it was a girl. That's always been the question. I think I will let you know when I read my book if she's a girl or not. Does anybody else know? I'm pretty sure trash heap was a girl. It doesn't matter. She's trash. And as you can see, this stuff does get a little messy. So, but a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to kind of spread it all around. And I mean, you could always, like, I wouldn't seal it or anything. I definitely would have put this on a background if I knew better, but it's whatever. So there's kind of like the background of the trash heap. That's kind of what I was going for. I'm going to put a little bit of this on top too. So you can mix them. And I think they have gold and red and this like copper color. I don't do a lot of gold things, so you can even start using your paintbrush to kind of pull it out of there. Or you can shake it out. It's easy either way. But these these are made for like things to like go on like the side. My hands are so sticky, it's not going to come out anymore. So definitely use a tool to do it. Okay. I think we're going to leave Boober over here, and I'm going to work on red because I want that to dry a little bit. But you guys, these are $1.25, and they make really good even when you're doing Christmas cards. I've made some in the past. I kind of forgot how I did them too, so I gotta go back and look. It's been a while. I need to PM you a pic of my Fraggle Rock hair from a few Halloweens ago. What? Yes, you do, Shonda. Put it in the chat. Hi, Randy. How are you? All right, Christy needs to take a drink. I've been talking for almost an hour. Hello from Colorado. How's the weather in Colorado, Vandy? Is it still hot? I'm sure it is. All right. I've got glitter and stuff all over the place. What are you doing? What are you doing, sweet boy? So let me wipe my hand down real quick. And I'm going to shake that in the trash. I'm probably going to have gold flakes. Wait till we get to the Fraggle hair. I'm going to have Fraggle hair in my craft room for weeks or months, depending how bad it gets. All right. So we're going to put that to the side. I am going to come back to Moki real quick because after all this work, I forgot to put like little things around. So I'm just going to put them on the side, and I'm making like little pearls. So you don't even need to like squeeze that much. This is really good for snow. And this is called, you could use, like I said, you could use puffy paint if you wanted to. But I'm filling in my flowers because the little flowers I gave you guys, the tiny ones, they don't really have a middle. So oh, let's put her, she's got like a little jewelry on, so. Okay, so that's her with some of that fancy stuff, but you don't have to do the fancy stuff. It's raining and stormy. It's rainy. Yes, it's been rainy. Yes, that's my boy. He's just chilling. He's chilling tonight. He's hanging out with Mom. All right, so now we're going to do my favorite. We're going to do Miss Red. We're going to do Miss Red. So I gave you guys some brads, and I did include some if you're in my club. So what I'm going to do is we are going to make her dance because the Fraggles dance their cares away. So you want to leave a little bit in on that, like a little bit open around her hair so that you can put that the brad through there. And I don't know what's up with my tacky glue. I need to figure that out though. All right, so we're gonna cut her out real quick. And I'm doing the Brad first, and I'm going to put her on the card before I put her hair on, because guess what, y'all? I gave you some Fraggle hair, and I think with this one, we're going to use the hot glue because my other glues are not working well for me today, but they might be working okay for you. So just try what you have. It's been a while since we've had rain. It's been at least, let's see. We got back on Sunday. It rained Monday, and then I think Tuesday morning, and then it went away like really quick. But it was raining in Georgia. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little bit of white space so I can put my Brad there. And then I'm going to cut around her hair some more. Because I like to make my cards interactive and move and fun. Like, it's all up to whatever you want to do. Okay, so see how I put my little thing right here? So I'm going to take my pokey tool. Which is here somewhere. I don't think I took my pokey tool with me. Hold on, you guys. There it is. Nope, that's not it. It's got a red handle. Everything I'm looking at is red. We're looking for red. Where's my pokey tool? I'm just not prepared tonight, y'all. It's been a crazy week. Really, Chrissy. I don't think I took it with me, but I may have. All right, no worries. I have this thing. This one also came from Dollar Tree, but it's okay. So we're just going to put a little hole in this. That's all we need. Just be careful. There we go. And I just twist it around until it goes through. These are at Dollar Tree, though. This is not what I would recommend, but it's whatever you guys want to use. All right, so we have our flowery, happy, colorful background. I'm going to add just a little bit of red because it is red Fraggle. And I'm doing the same thing that I did with Moki. I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of this red background in there. I'm not even making it perfect. I'm just adding a little bit of dimension. And I have no idea why I used my little scissors for that, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Hi, Kathy. Welcome on in. If you are new here, I'm Christy. We're making ATC cards tonight. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to glue that down. We're just putting a fun little background. I need to throw this one away so I stop picking it up. All right. And then, if you wanted to add any of your stickers, if you have extra stickers or whatever, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to place kind of where we want her, and then we're going to do the same thing to the card. And if you're putting this on a playing card, do it all together, but I'm not really worried about the playing card tonight. You could always put the playing card around it too, and it'll be fine. So we're going to put that little hole through there. And then I'm going to use green. So what we're doing is, hi Connie. So I'm going to add up the holes, I'm going to line up the holes and put my little Brad through there. And then we're going to flip it over, and then you have these two little tails. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just kind of pushing them down. I'm just using my fingers to do it. My messy fingers. And now we have a dancing Fraggle. She's so cute, but we're not done. We're not done yet. So what I wanted to do with her Probably put her on a playing card too. I'm probably going to add some flowers. So this is what I'll do. I'll just put a little glue in my little corners. I'm sorry if I'm not with it today, you guys. It's been a crazy week. Okay, so I put a little flower on her, right? Little flowers down there. Little flowers never hurt anybody, so she's dancing in the flowers. I love it. I love it. It's dance your cares away. Okay. Now, I gave you hair. If you do not want to use this, that is absolutely fine. I will say it does fall apart. You only need a little bit. It does fall apart and it does get messy. But for me, I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to pull a little piece off. Figures this is all crazy. I'm going to use my hot glue. So I'm using this. And I'm going to put just a tap of hot glue, which I know I plugged in. One moment. This life is crazy. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to need a minute. That's okay. While we wait for that minute, and since we're on red, I will show you my red that I got recently in the last few years at the fair. This, my husband won for me. It was actually at a fair, and I was like, what? The state fair? So he won that for me. And then if you were in my event with the herd a few years ago, they did an 80s event. I actually made a red, but she kind of fell apart because I was rushing. But this is the boober that I made. So boober is made from a Dollar Tree bunny, and we covered him. His little nose that's sticking out like that is a Easter egg. And then I made his hat out of red corduroy. And then, of course, we use the same hair that you now see on the table that we are going to use now. So Boober's hanging out. Hi, baby. Okay. So, like I said, this will get a little messy. So just be careful when you're doing it. Just put a very, very tad piece, little dot of glue. It's still not going for me. It's taking forever to heat up is what the problem is. My mom's laughing. What are you laughing at, Mom? Me? It's okay. I know I'm silly. All right, I think it's starting to heat up. Now, if you do not have like the special hair, because I just happen to have this and I had a lot of it because I did that event, but you could also use, this is called handmade paper. It is string mix. They have it at craft stores and probably Amazon. It's just different like types of strings and twines and yarns and everything, but you can even use that, like, you know, twirl it in a ball or whatever. Okay, I think we're good now. Even my dog got bored, you guys. What's up with that? Okay, just a dab of glue. And we are going to kind of fan out flat the Fraggle hair. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then I have this other little piece, which we'll push down there. And you can always trim it or push it up if it's in her face or whatever, but haha, look at that. Isn't that cute? You guys, I love it. She's so cute. She's so cute. Okay, I'm done. I just thought that was adorable. Now, like I said, you do not have to do that because you will probably have a little bit of the strings everywhere, but it is okay. All right, let's go back to Boober because I think our flakes are pretty, this is too chunky because he's going to be there. So let me grab that little piece off. Okay, there's like the trash heap behind us, right? So I am going to put my little boober right there. He's going to hang out, and I think I have a couple of more flowers to put in here. Some of these flowers are sticking together, you guys. Yours might too, so you can peel a couple more off too if you need to. Now, the other idea I had for him that I was talking about, but I kept getting distracted, was like there's some obsession with Boober and socks and doing laundry. And he's always talking about like clean socks. And it's so funny because I've never seen a Fraggle wear socks. So I don't know where. I'm sure it's an inside joke between like the Henson Company and stuff, or the actors, but I just never understood it. And I did include this in here, probably to do like a tail, but it is a little chunky. It's a little chunky for him. But you can even put him like a little Fraggle piece in the background, kind of like we did Boober. Wembley. I'm going to talk about all of them. So you could do like a little background if you want. I don't think it really needs it. I think I'm just going to put some tape right here and get him down there. I accidentally touched Moki for a second. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. We're working on it. We're working on it, you guys. All right. So I can take this off. I am going to double side him so I can just put him flat right on there. And that's why I like this double-sided tape. It is so good, and it's just already like pre-cut for you. It's like perfect. And then I am actually going to go one step further with mine, and I am going to draw a little sock in the upper hand corner. Oh my God. This is where Christy gets quiet while I'm drawing my socks. There's Boober thinking about his socks. Oh, these are so much fun, you guys. It's hilarious. You guys can do what you need to do. I love it though. You do your ideas. I love seeing you guys' ideas. You could do this stuff with anything. I wanted to also show you if you have, I happen to have a Fraggle Rock comic book. So if you guys have one of these, you could cut out the pictures and use the pictures for it too. I actually included, I copied that and put a picture of Red Fraggle in my last journal that went out with with my traveling group. I'll probably put a sign that says hi or something on him, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so we got one more, you guys, and then we're done. So let me get out Mr. Gobo, and I have an idea for him. And I'm going to have to I have to think on this, see what I'm going to have to do, because I want to try to do his hair. Now you could do his hair any way you want. I think I'm going to try this. That's more flexy. Okay. So I've got my little map and I've got Gobo. Let's cut out Gobo real quick. By the way, Gobo comes with a little doozer and his Uncle Traveling mat right there. So, super cute. So I am going to try to do a little bit of embossing on his hair. Now, if you do not have embossing, you could always use yarn or marker, or if you want to just like highlight his hair with like gel pencils or pens. I'm going to attempt the embossing. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it because why not? We're at our last one and we're almost done for the evening. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow. It does depend on my husband's schedule and how he's doing with work and sleeping and all of that. Hi, Sharon. Are you at work? I see you're there. Hello from work or hello from not work? It's usually one of the two. Oh, I took some pictures today. I have to send them to you. Duh. Okay, so I got Gobo. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put him on a card just because I'm going to be using embossing. So I want this to be a little bit more stable. And if you guys have been doing this the whole time, great, because I haven't. Okay. It doesn't really matter how your map goes, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Now, I have embossing ink. And by the way, you're going to need your scrap paper again. We're going to flip it over so it's clean. So I have some embossing ink. Now, normally with embossing, you would take a stamp and stamp it in your ink. I'm going to have to watch a few shows. Oh my gosh, they're so awesome. So Fraggle Rock, originally in the 80s, there's that. And then Gwen, there's a new one out called Fraggle Rock Back to the Rock. And your room is amazing. Thank you. Well, I decorated for all of this. Well, the next time you see me, it probably won't look like that anymore, but I'll let you guys see here in a second. But I'm going to try to attempt to just use a little bit of a brush and brush his hair with it. And then we're going to use, I have the perfect embossing. And, you know, this is if you have that color, but that's his color hair. So we're going to try it. I've never tried it before. This is a special ink that you put, and then you'll watch the magic happen. So let me see if it will work. I'm just trying to get in, and I think I'm going to do half of it and then the other half because it's going to dry really quickly. But I'm just using like a little makeup brush or a sponge, you know, a little tiny sponge or maybe even a Q-tip. Well, I don't know about a Q-tip, but whatever you have. You can even use your finger or a little tool. So now I'm going to take my embossing ink and I'm going to tap it on just the little part that I did, okay? Now, let's see if it's stuck. Oh, I think it's stuck. Oh, I think it's going to look amazing. Okay, so this is what you do. You put that powder back inside, just like you would with like cinnamon or any other crafting stuff that you use. I hope I'm explaining everything, you guys. I'm really off this week. Okay. Now, I will say, do not start that dryer. We're going to have to use our little dryer. Do not start that dryer until the cap is on this. Otherwise, you'll have a big disaster. So, I'm going to use whatever to kind of hold down my piece. You'll see a little bit fly, but we're going to emboss his hair. I like the Monchichi you got over there, too. Oh, you mean the little boo-boo? That was actually a birthday present. My kids got me that. Don't hold it too close and make sure you're going back and forth. Oh my God, you guys, his hair looks amazing. I wish I had this in all their colors. Okay. I'm going to wipe this off just real quick. But you'll be able to see how it's, hopefully you guys can see, you see how it's kind of pearly? Do you guys see it? I can always do a video too later. Like, okay, so now I only did half of that, so I'm going to do the other half now. Again, I'm just kind of pushing this down. So you don't have to just use this for stamps, because that was my invention. I was like, maybe we can just put it down somewhere and it'll work, and it seemed to work, so we're good there. And then you can always get in other areas if you missed it. Okay, I'm going to close that up. And then we're going to do the rest of his hair. Oh, no, that was not okay, but it's okay. It's going back in there anyways. You can kind of tap it with your finger. Okay, we're going to put him over here. And then again, this was the perfect color for his hair. And I only just saw my embossing and I was like, oh, we can do embossing again. Because I think I've only done that like once or twice on here. And embossing is very cool. And this one is actually, it's a Ranger. It's called Perfect Pearls. It doesn't really say it's embossing either. But it definitely looks like it. So that's what we're going to go with, that it is. How are you? Oh, you guys, I love him. He's so cute. I'm getting some of that stuff off. But hold on, I'm going to do that in the trash. I'm just wiping it down a little bit. I'm all going to be all sparkly. But look, how did he do? See his hair now? It's all glossy and glittery and stuff. Perfect for Gobo. Okay, so we're going to put him here. And you can put other things in here. I'm just going to kind of leave him like that because he's kind of special. We could do our same little, I thought I had him, one with that looks like a map. Like, or we could use the purple one to go with his hair. Christy, I will watch the rest tomorrow. I have to get to the shower. I got my grandchildren. Yay, you have a grandchildren tomorrow. Hi, Nancy. That's fine. We're almost done, Amy, so you won't have to watch very much. But thank you so much for coming. Powers is in the house, silly creature. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's a silly creature. You already know what I... Do you know all about Fraggle Rock? Fraggle Rock was one of my favorites, Pam. If you're just joining, I saved the best for last for the last week. And remember, if you guys are new here, I am doing a giveaway at the end of all this. I'll probably do the drawing on Saturday, and you guys are going to win a little prize pack from me. And one of the items is handmade by me. And hopefully it's something you like. If not, you could keep it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But make sure you're commenting so you can go into the drawing. And that's on every live that I've done this month. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love him. Love him. Okay. I'm excited. We're going to make him pop. And then we're going to get all the Fraggles out here to dance. I don't know how, but we are. My stickers are sticking to each other. What the actual heck? Okay. I love those stickers, though. I need to get probably 2 of them. If I'm telling the world that these stickers are great, you know what's going to happen. Dollar Tree is going to run out. And they are on the $1.25 as far as I know. They are the ones that are $1.25. They're not $5 and $6. And they're strong, too. These are the Gorilla Glue. And they come in little strips already made. They're perfect for these cards. And inexpensive. Okay. Oh, Danger Cares Away. I wish I could play music because I'd play the theme song, but, you know. Okay. So, you guys know the question for the evening is, who is your favorite? So, I love Gobo. There's Gobo. And there is Boober with the trash heap. And the socks, because he likes to do laundry. You know nothing of Fraggle Rock? It's okay, Pam. You can watch my replay and know all about it by the end. There's Wembley. And then our ladies, Miss Moki. We did her with our little flowers. I knew what you meant, Pam. How are you? I love your magnolia garden. It's so beautiful. And then there is Miss Red that dances with her hair, with her authentic ostrich hair. So yay, that was so fun. That was so awesome. And there's Moki down there. But anyway, you guys, what else? What else was I going to go over? Okay, so make sure that you're commenting. I'm going to put all of the comments, well, everybody that commented, you get one for each live. So if you've been in my lives for the last 4 weeks, that's 4. If you've been in the last lives 2 times, then that's 2. But you get drawings in. You like red? You like them, Sarah? I'm so glad you love them. And I'm going to be creating something for the winner, and then you're getting a gift bag with all these other kind of crazy fun things. I only give the best to you guys, by the way. You can ask my husband. He knows all about it. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to probably do the drawing on Saturday sometime, and I'll probably be showing off like what you win before that, obviously. So thank you, Linda. I'm old 75. I know the Flintstones and Jetsons. I'm so glad you brought that up because they are on my list for upcoming ATCs. So thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. So red hair is funny. I know. I had so much of that red hair left over from when I made Boober. Pam, I made Boober in an event with the herd a couple years ago. See this one? So this one I got at the state fair, and this one I redid. These guys were flea market finds. And then, of course, we'll have to say bye to Red. This is my Red that I've had since I was like 3. So, yes, it's okay. But Red and I, thank you for joining us tonight. We had so much fun with you. And like I said, if you guys have suggestions, make sure you're letting me know, like, send me a message. I may not always respond to you right away, but I will respond, and I'll write it on my list because we're always looking for new fun and ideas here. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.